I can't break.
What?
And then we just plowed into the cement wall side near South Bank ferry
So
stop.
hectic.
And everyone got thrown across the boat.
What the hell?
The lady next to me got
Did you all
thrown
hold on?
from her seat, like, and was totally fucked.
Did you all hold on tight?
It was really sudden. Ambulance had to come. People like lying on the ground with like neck injuries.
No.
I ran and got some ice from a local vendor.
For the lady.
Yeah.
What kind of fucked up was she?
She was just lying on the ground, distraught with like not moving with a sore neck.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it was wild. It was like
How long ago was that? Like 5 years, 6
yeah,
years,
yeah.
7 years, 8 years, 9 years,
5 years.
10 years, 11 years,
No,
12 years,
like in the
13
5-year
years,
time.
14 years, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
in the 5-year
28,
end of
29,
things.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
It's more than I've been alive. Cashews are great.
They're not cashews.
Yes,
Yes,
they are.
please.
What do you mean they're not cashews? You know what cashews are?
I think these were peanuts.
Nope.
These are definitely cashews.
Yeah. Nick would know, he bought them. And I would know because I know what nuts are nuts.
I see.
So we're definitely live.
Oh, eh?
Yeah. Welcome.
No way.
Yeah, we faded in through that harrowing story of the ferry driver.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was harrowing.
I think it's an appropriate story to open up on.
I think so too.
Mm.
That was very smooth of you to open that up.
Yeah, you really snuck
Halfway
it
through a
in
story.
on us there, but in a good way.
Well, you were mid-conversation right at 4 p.m. So I was just, you know.
You got to bring it in. Well,
We're
thanks
ready.
for no interruption.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to get in the way of a good story.
No, it's true.
Nothing should
You
get in the way of a
can't-
good
no one
story.
When me and Truth are standing there side by side and someone's having a good old yarn, we just kind of grab each other and step backwards, you know?
Yeah, be like, look, man.
Great idea.
You're like, we
not-
should get out of here. This
Yeah.
guy's got a good story going on.
I was there. I know it's not true, but
It was true. It was crazy. I felt like a hero.
because you got ice, was
This
that the
dude from
part?
the ambulance came onto the ship and he was like, don't go. And I was like, I have to go. I have to go get ice for these people. And he's like, you can't go.
Why not?
Because it was a situation. They were like, you can't leave. We have to make sure everyone's okay. But I just went anyway. And I went to, you know how New Zealand Natural has those little ice cream stands
Yes, I
along
do.
the South Bank? Like, Esplanade, I ran up and got some ice. I was like, we need some ice, Dad. Got some ice. Ran back on, put it on the lady's neck.
And
She
then
was
what?
like, you saved
Thank
me,
you,
Michael.
Michael.
She didn't say that. But then I just left and forgot about it until now.
Yeah, you don't talk about that very much. Maybe you block it out.
Yeah, it was too emotional. It was too boring.
I wonder what we've blocked out that we don't know happened.
I've blocked out stories for sure. People tell me about things that I've been involved with, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I wasn't there. That wasn't me.
Definitely
Like, no, it
was
was
not
you.
there for
You were
that.
there, and I was like, all right, blocked that one out.
Well, I appreciate my mind for doing that. I guess.
Yeah, to an extent. To an extent. Surely I'm missing out on valuable lessons, though. If I,
True.
if it's a story worth telling, then surely there's a circumstance where I'm like, oh man, I could have done that better, or wow, I did that. You know, that's good for my self-esteem. Hopefully, maybe.
Maybe.
You know.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night, how much we don't even remember very much. Like when I think about my memories, I've got like 10 shots from my life. I've got like, you know, 1 or 2 images that covers like the first 15 years of my life, you know.
That is so true.
There's just like,
I've
we think we're so sophisticated, but my memory is so simple. I remember so few things.
So
Yeah.
surely that means we take the lessons and leave the memories, right?
Yeah.
Because surely we have
Yeah.
learnt more than what we remember.
Our brain has just
I
got too
reckon.
much coming in, so it's just like, you know, just
Yeah.
filling in the gaps, just giving us a couple of memories. It's fine.
I wonder how long it would take to write down every memory you can think of.
Not that long. What'd you say? You got 10, Mickey?
10's not very long.
I think if you tried to write down all your memories as you wrote them,
More
you'd
memories
remember more. It
appear.
would trigger you to on an infinite path of
Then you wouldn't
memories.
know how many you just made up. Because probably about
Well, that's the
half
thing.
of those memories you have, you've just made up.
Most of them
now,
are a
really.
combination of what really happened in the brain, like filling in the gaps in perception. Like most of
Careful
our
for that
memories are just
telly.
like. This is a very well set up lounge room.
What'd you say? It is or it isn't? What'd you
It
say?
is.
It is. Well,
I don't know if a couch pushing
could-
against
it could
the
be
telly
better,
is a
but,
good setup round you.
You got the plasma.
and that very old that aircon dictates everything. So that piece,
National multi.
yeah, that National Multi is from like 1980 or 1979 or something,
Where's your national
and it's
multi?
fixed to the floor. So it dictates how the room works because it's a Hulken box. And
Oh, there it is.
Do you run it?
on the more terrifying days, yeah,
Terrifying in terms of how warm, cold
As
they are.
in
Warm they
terms
are.
of scary.
how hot they are. Warm is fine. I can deal
I
with
can't
warm.
believe that thing works. I can't-
Slowly but surely it does. So if you just shut up this space and lie still for 40 minutes, you'll eventually
Become less
I
terrible.
don't know, that aircon
Yeah,
just,
become less
it
terrified.
looks like it's the first aircon unit that was ever made.
yeah, right. And it's fixed to the floor, so you can't move it. You
There's
can't
probably
really.
like 100 rat carcasses in there.
Well, it doesn't smell that bad. When I turn it on, it doesn't
That's a good
smell
thing.
like rat. So, or anything that comes from a rat.
Anyway, it's good.
Yeah.
It's very like. Did you design the decor in this room like this?
No. I own the only things I own are all the mess of wires and pedals you see in front of you.
All
Wow.
the music stuff.
I don't really own anything big. I own
Just moved on
things that are small and you can get tangled in.
That's a good policy.
I only own things that are small and you can tangle yourself in. Tangle, of course, is a figure of speech. It's not
A
literal.
Latin
So
word.
you get tangled in all sorts of things.
Yeah, like mentally tangled in the music,
Yeah,
or physically tangled in the leads,
yeah.
Emotionally tangled.
emotionally tangled in.
And the things I shouldn't have held onto.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But I held onto them. That's why I have them. And I got tangled.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I get
But I
it.
don't know anything squarish. Oh no, yeah, that's not true. I got this amp.
Yeah,
That's
all
square.
those amps.
for
That's
sure
not true.
square.
Every
That's not
piece of
true.
music equipment is a bit square.
Do I contradict myself? Yeah.
Who owns this telly?
The house brass.
The house brass.
Yeah.
The house brass? Is
You
that
saying
house
brass?
Yeah, he didn't get introduced because he's busy gaming, but the flatmate, Scott Prowse.
What?
Scott Prowse is his
Oh.
name.
Would you like me to introduce Scott Brass to my brother Dean Brass?
I don't mind either way. You might want to talk to them about whether or not they want to.
Because Dean owns a virtual reality game company.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really
true.
cool. So-
That's the future right there.
It's pretty
Yeah.
exciting.
Companies.
Yeah, it is. It is exciting.
Well, that's very exciting.
Have you done much virtual reality yet?
None.
I think,
None.
honestly, I think it's up there with, and I've only done not very good virtual reality so far.
Right.
I think it's up there in the top 5 best times of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Can I tell
something.
you my first ever virtual reality experience?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
This is not the time nor the place, Jaymee.
Dean just put like cardboard goggles on me with his phone there,
Right.
and it was just like this experimental experience. And I have headphones on as well. I'm standing on a lake at sunset. And I'm like, wow, I'm standing on a lake at sunset.
You believed it.
This is cool. And then I started hearing a train. And I was like, where is that train coming? And I turned around, and there was a train coming from behind me. And I was like, there's a train coming from behind me. And then it kept coming straight at me, and then hit me. And then it turned into like infinity bats. And the bats are just going, just swirling around me. And I start looking up, and the bats start forming like a wormhole thing. And then I start flying through the wormhole. And I'm just like, woo, flying through it. And then I'm in a womb looking at a huge baby. And the baby looks at me and puts its hand out to like hold me. And that's it. That's where
That's
it ends.
wild.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Sounds like a DMT trip.
Yeah, it does. Feels like it too.
It's gonna be a real thing, virtual reality, Nick. It's gonna be like brushing our teeth
Just
in like 20 years.
just head back to the womb.
Yeah, just pop it on.
Head on back to the womb. That's
Morning
what
and
we're all
night.
trying to do, right?
Pop it on, head to the womb.
At the end of the night, your mum will ask, not, have you brushed your teeth yet? You're like,
Yes,
have you
but-
visited the womb today?
Yes, have you gone back into my womb via modern technology? Because that's what brushing your teeth is really all about.
That's exactly what we're all doing when we brush our teeth, really.
Revisiting the womb.
Yeah. Thanks for having us in your house.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us on
a nice
Babblin
house.
Brownsnake.
We're gonna have to design a new backing track at some stage. This loop's getting a little tired.
Good point.
Major 7 chords never get old, bro. You can just like play in your head for 80 years.
Particularly on the Brownsnake. Particularly on the Brownsnake.
It really entwines itself in your mind, and then you completely forget it's there, hey? And I wonder what else is playing constantly and around my mind, and I just don't even know anymore.
Not memories, that's for sure.
Not memories. Are we going to redesign it right now?
What's what?
Have a little dabble.
If you want.
Yeah, if you want.
If you want.
Well, if one, who wants?
I think we all want.
Wow.
We were gonna start an R&B band, remember?
Oh yeah, you want to
Yeah,
build
let's do
some R&B?
Let's do
If we had an
R&B
R&B band, what would it be called?
band. Clap your hands.
No, that's not
Okay.
good. What about the Saint Lucia
Nope.
Phoenix Club?
Don't mind it. That's
Nah.
maybe.
It's a good starting point. We can build up from there, though. We can build up from there. St. Lucia Phoenix Club.
St. Lucia Phoenix Club. Yes.
I don't know if the view really translates through the audio medium, but it's such a nice view.
Yeah, and you can only really see the pedals and the korg and the frog and the bonsai and the PV.
Oh really? You can see the frog.
You can see the frog. Maybe that'd be a good place to start for this R&B groove.
Yeah. Yeah, the frog could be like the beat. Or not the beat. Maybe the beat should be the beat.
I want to shout out to Jay and Luke.
Our friend Jay and Lou lent us that. It's from Hawaii.
Shout him out.
Jay's gift is coming.
It recreates the real noise of a frog.
Yeah.
That's how you play it.
You hold the mic up to that thing. Let's see if we can't loop it.
Let's see if we can't loop it.
Hang on. Yeah, build something up. Go.
Okay. Are we going like groovy or are we going?
It's R&B. It has to be at least a bit groovy. That's groovy. That's a good place.
Alright.
That's good.
Love it.
All right.
No, that's enough of the frog for now.
What should we add?
Baseline.
Yes.
You're the bass man. You put a little bass line on that.
Got an octave
Go
pedal.
me!
I got an octave pedal.
That's the
Dude.
perfect pedal.
Someone's gonna have to loop that shit when I.
Alright. What's the loop pedal this guy?
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Cool.
Hey.
Yeah, love it already.
I dig it. Press on the one,
Yeah.
and then I turn it off again on the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one.
Sure.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
There it is.
Getting there. Getting there.
Alright, we need to throw some funky guitar in there. Whack up, whack up. Yes, that's better.
We'll get noisy too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, let's get noisy.
What key is this in?
A dominant, I guess.
I hope so. What about it now?
There we are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Do better.
Can do better. I'm into it. I'm into it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Get there, guys.
Anyway,
Alright, cool. So, what we saying?
still got to. What's the name of this band that we just started?
The St. Lucia Phoenix Club.
The Miami St. Lucia's.
The Miami St. Lucia's. I like it. It's very like, you know, like, has a certain groove to it.
No, it's kind of wonky.
It's a little wonky, but you know, maybe we're pioneers in the wonky sort of thing, because I think we meant it.
It's definitely
Like,
sincere.
Let's
It's
wonk
definitely
it up.
sincere.
Let's wonk it up. How do we wonk this up? Bam.
Bam. Boom in your butt, as my sister likes to say.
Boom in your butt.
Boom in your butt. We are the St. Lucia Phoenix Club.
It's like our saying.
Yeah, that is our saying.
How about St. Lucia and the Wayward Fingers?
Wayward Fingers?
I like it.
So St. Lucia is the front person.
Great.
Who's the front person?
The Wayward Fingers are the backing band.
Yeah,
I love
like
it.
Who's the front person? Who's
St.
the-
Lucia.
Who's that? Is that you?
We don't know St. Lucia.
Oh, out of
yet.
all of us, you know.
I think it should be.
Maybe
the loop
none of us
pedal,
is
the
St.
loop
Maybe no one
pedal,
ever
so-
knows.
Let's not any of us be St. Lucia.
Yeah.
We're just the thinkers. But we're always with St. Lucia.
I think it's better that way.
Yeah.
Damn, this is actually pretty
I'm
catchy.
loving this more and more every time.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, like the feel is like not obvious, but it sneaks up on you, and you're like, wait a second, that's the feel? I
Am I
dig it.
dancing or not? I don't think I'm dancing, but maybe.
But then you're like, whoa, I'm dancing. Yeah,
And then
I'm
you're
into
like,
it.
Is it love? Maybe.
Some dank synth could probably slip onto it. You know?
Just someone saying, shaka ka, shaka ka.
Nothing wrong with a beer.
Ain't nothing wrong with this beer.
So let me ask you something, Nick.
Shoot. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Is it about bull sharks? I can
Let's
talk about bull
interview
sharks.
Nick for the next
Well, I
45.
don't know. I was gonna like just get real for a second. Is that bad?
Yeah, I want to ask Nick heaps of things. You go first.
I was gonna ask about his past, like how you got into music.
How did I get into music?
Yeah, I like to know these things. I like to know like people's story.
How did I get into music?
Yeah.
I came from a musical family.
Mm.
So there was always music in some form, instruments, CDs, records.
Your parents, did they play music, or they were just like into listening and
Now my mum's side's very musical.
What's your mum
Um,
play?
Piano. She can sing a little too. So there's always pianos in that. There was always an upright piano.
yeah.
It was a pianola actually.
Oh, yeah.
So we could pedal down and get
Pianola.
down to some good old ragtime tunes.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, it makes it really staccato or something?
What?
Hey, do you know what a pianola is?
No, that's the whole nature of my question.
Oh, okay. So
What's
the
a
pianola. The pianola is this piano that is it's got this whole mechanism in it to play tunes by pedaling. So the
Yeah.
pedals are at the feet, which is, do I need to state that? Pedals are at the feet. And it moves this mechanism that blows air through this perforated scroll.
Okay.
And the
Oh, you
perforations
mean
on the
it
scroll.
It plays like a tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
It's a-
you accompany it.
It's a player. No, not even. You're just
Yeah.
you're just the
pedal
power.
it through.
Oh wow.
You are purely just the.
That's what those
And
things
you
are
put
called.
you put the big paper in.
Yeah, the
and
scroll
I
of paper, and
moves
it's
it
got
on through.
these perforations that are arranged similarly to notation,
Wow, those things are called pianolas.
and it tells it what kind of keys to play, and it would play all these rag tunes, much like this bad boy.
Yeah,
That's rag.
How's that? That's some ragtime tunes for you right there, isn't it?
That's a ragtime tune.
I think it's
Yeah.
like jazz ragtime.
Classic ragtime, like everything about that is ragtime.
I think that's a cover of just a Ray Charles song, really.
I think so.
straight out of the textbook.
Yeah, I think Ray Charles did this originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was always music in the house.
Yeah.
My dad loves to sing. Can't sing to save himself, but loves to sing.
That's
Okay.
cute.
It's where the passion starts.
Is he a Ray Charles
That's
man?
where it comes from.
My dad is Ray Charles.
Oh!
That'd help.
Not really.
That is a Ray Charles
Um,
man.
In Jervis Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there in South Coast New South Wales, in idyllic Jervis Bay.
In scenic, leafy Jervis Bay.
And so we were encouraged to play music. Like, I had piano lessons at 6,
Wow.
you know. Started learning those rags for real.
Oh, really?
Instead of just pedaling, had to get my hands involved.
And you actually played ragtime,
did you
or is
pay
that just?
attention and practice at 6?
Yeah, somewhat.
Impressive.
My sister got pretty good at piano.
Yeah.
I played piano for a little bit, and then like, yeah, nah. I'd rather watch Rugrats.
Yeah.
I'd definitely rather Rugrats.
And then I picked up a guitar as the hormones kicked in, and
When you're a teen,
yeah.
did you pick up a guitar because you're like, I've
Girls
got these
like-
emotions I want to express, or I've got these girls I want to impress?
Very nice.
Probably more emotion based, but
Yeah.
I wasn't that wasn't at the forefront of my consciousness. As that, like, I want to express myself. I just like, fuck, I want to make riffs,
Yeah.
you know. So I did.
You picked up a guitar as a teen.
Yeah. Well, I was initially drawn to the bass guitar, which
That's
enabled
great.
to make such great grooves like this.
Here we go.
What you got?
What you got?
Can you pass me that frog?
Listen to that. Boom, 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 boom,
Thank you.
boom.
Wow, you should add that.
That frog has got good acoustics.
Yeah,
It
right.
does. It's amazing.
He's so hollow but so full.
So full. So hollow of the physical. My parents tried really hard to get me into music as a kid.
Yeah.
Because my parents were really musical, but then I think that I must have just not wanted to practice or didn't think I should. Because I tried keys, I tried flute,
Oh, I think
tried guitar.
anything that you
I just
ask a
didn't want
kid to
to.
do when they're young,
You just didn't want to.
that's what they don't want to do.
It didn't cross my mind that I should play them or get good at them.
Right.
You don't know what's cool when you're a kid. You're
Yeah.
an idiot. So you're
But
like,
I wish that I was just like, I love this. I want to do it. But instead, when I was like 15, I think we walked into a music shop, and there was a big purple drum kit, and I was like, there it is.
There it is. It's just like calling you.
yeah.
Exactly. It was actually up like on the second level with lights on it, and I was like, and then Mum and Dad bought it for me. Isn't that nice of them?
Yeah. How old were you?
Yes. 15.
15.
Yep.
First
Still
drum
use-
kit.
That snare drum is still in my studio right now with the drum kit.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Only the snare drum.
Oh yeah, that snare's good. Really
Anyway.
cracks. All snare drums sound
No,
good if you
it's
just
not-
put a shirt
it's
on
not the one
them.
that cracks at all.
That's what I've learned about snare drums.
Good crack.
You just put a shirt on a snare drum.
Like,
It makes
that doesn't. It's
makes
more
all
of a,
snare
like,
drums good.
It makes it more
does.
buffy, I think, with the shirt on it.
Well, I don't know if it makes it cracky or buffy, but it makes them all better.
I was today when I was doing what I'll loosely refer to as research for that silly blurb that accompanies the Brownsnake.
Yeah.
I was looking to Bobby McFerrin and enjoying a hell of a lot of Bobby McFerrin, and on the album Simple Pleasures is a cover of Them Changes by Buddy Miles. You know Buddy Miles?
Yeah.
Heck of a drummer. So he's got this song, Them Changes, which has got this great riff. It's
Yeah.
fairly iconic, which Bobby will sing, perfectly. But the snare sound on Buddy Miles' version of Them Changes is one of those real tight, punchy, like
Yeah.
lo-fi.
Oh, I hear it.
A real
Yes.
dry, just a...
In a good way.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because it totally sounds like that sound with the t-shirt over the
Yeah,
snare.
yeah. That's what you want.
So punchy, just like that. It's just...
Did you call that punchy? Like, I feel like we have different terminology with snares. I'm like, ooh, this is cracking. You're like, no, it's not. It's punchy.
I would think
It's like-
punchy over cracking with the shirt on it. But
No,
you're
I think
right,
I was saying it's
we're
cracky
thinking
without
of
the
the same
shirt.
sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't ring out as much.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's
But you can say that about punchy and cracky.
But I reckon cracky's like the sound when you just tighten it up real hard without anything on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Crack!
Yeah, fully.
Then you put a shirt on it, it's like,
That's more punchy. Is that what
Okay.
you said?
yes, that is what I said.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree.
Let me say a sound and you try and make the noise, okay?
Okay. Like a snare sound?
No, just any
Oh.
sound. Wompy.
Fum. Fum.
Flashy. Stale. Crepe.
Flip?
Snuff.
What?
Flip?
Okay, Nick, your turn. Brown.
Whoa.
Mustache. One more, and your last word is blue jeans. Good.
Whoa.
Very good.
Yeah, someone pay me to design sounds. I got them all right in my larynx.
They're all there.
We
And
can do a
there.
lot with our mouths,
It's
eh, when
Larry.
it comes to sounds.
This beer we can share because... Do you have a whole beer there?
No.
We've both had 2, so we'll share this one.
This
Wow.
is my second.
Yeah, so you picked up the bass guitar when you were a young teen. Did you go into
Carry on,
bands?
Nick. Tell us your life.
Did you go into...
Oh yeah, sorry. So
Did
we're
you go
talking
to
about me.
the
We're talking about me.
Jervis Bay
So what happened was, I had to prove that I was going to commit to this instrument. So
To your
they gave me
parents?
piano lessons for a certain number of years, and I got, I showed potential, and I was like, yeah, no, I'd rather run around outside and watch TV and
Yeah.
do just other things.
Yep.
And so when I said to them, I want to learn to play the bass guitar, can you buy me a bass guitar? They're like, no, what you got to do is prove that you'll commit to the guitar. So there's that acoustic nylon string thing over there. Go learn to play bass on that until we believe that you actually will stick to the instrument. So
Yeah.
I did. I learned a whole bunch of songs
Yeah.
on a 6-string acoustic nylon
There
thing.
you go. How long did that
And then I
take
got
you?
my first bass as a 13 or 14-year-old.
Yeah.
And then
You
I
proved yourself.
proved myself, got a bass.
So were you like quite good at guitar by that stage, or like?
I was good at the music that I liked,
Yeah.
which was,
And what was that?
there were things like, what was I listening to as a 14-year-old?
Were you punk boy?
Yeah, sort of. I listened to Rage Against the Machine, Jimi Hendrix, Beastie Boys, and like skater punk things, Pennywise and shit like that.
Yep.
I was playing along to all those kinds
So
of
just
things.
playing those things on a little nylon string.
No, by this, but then I got the bass, so then I was
yeah.
playing along to that. And my brother's a drummer, so then we would jam together.
Little 13 and 17-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. And then I met a guy called Nick Milnes.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Oh, yeah.
I met him,
guy.
and
Is he friends with Harry?
he's also friends with Harry. Shout out to Harry for the loop pedal, which is making this
up, Harry?
possible.
You're a real good boy, Harry. It just gets groovier and groovier. It just doesn't stop.
It really clings to your soul. doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then me and Nick Milnes would get together in a garage and actually write songs, not play other people's songs.
Nice.
There we would cycle through various drummers around
What age was that?
Jervis Bay. This would have been 15, 16.
And was it punk music?
It was
punk rock?
it was weird variations of rock music.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then
Who was
from
singing? You?
neither of us at that stage.
Cool.
We
right,
did
like
I did
instrumental.
form a covers band during high school. Shout out to Scott Wingert on drums and Talina Carter on vocals.
Angelina.
TK.
TC.
TC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter would be spelled with the C.
And then somewhere around there, I watched a documentary called "Standing in the Shadows of Motown." Have you seen
yeah.
that?
I don't know. I watched a lot of
was it called?
documentaries about music.
"Standing in the Shadows of Motown."
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a documentary on the backing band for all the Motown records.
Yeah. Yeah, like the... Oh, what are they called?
I can't remember.
The Silly Billy.
Not the, Fuck, I can't...
Billy
oh,
Goats.
sorry. The,
Billy Goats.
It's
They were
the
called
Billy
the Billy
Goats.
Goats.
I can't remember, but...
Let it go, Mickey. It's the Billy Goats.
Yeah, no.
Don't you
I
remember
don't think it was
Marvin
Billy
Gaye and the
Goats.
Billy Goats?
That's
It was
it. See?
Oh, what's the name?
Is it the Wailers?
No, I don't know if it's the same people, but that was a
Pips?
name for
It's
the...
the Pips, isn't it?
But maybe...
Oh, it's the Pips.
Oh, the Pips.
They may have had a name.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, so this documentary is about that backing band, and something it resonated with me in a really deep way. That there was a house band. They just got to travel around and be, musicians and support the person out the front of the limelight. They just got to travel around America and play music, and I was like, "Fuck, that's amazing."
You
How
wanted to
good
be
would
a
it be
session
just to
user.
just to be in a
Really?
brothers in a band kind of thing, and just support
Yeah.
someone. You just get to travel around, play tunes every night. Not necessarily lead like
it's just something
a
sort of-
glamorous life, but you just get to play music every day
Yeah.
and hang out with your bros.
So how old were you when you were like, I want to be a session user?
16 or 17.
Okay.
So then I went to uni at 18 and studied music.
Cool.
Where at Jervis?
No, Southern Cross University in Lismore. I studied contemporary
Oh, you
music.
moved
What
from
did you
Jervis
think
to
of that
Lismore.
place?
I don't know. Lismore's not too different from towns I'd known as a kid, so
Yeah.
it was easy enough for me.
Did you move to Lismore?
Yeah, for 3 years.
The Wrecking Crew, that's what I was thinking
There you
of.
go.
The Wrecking Crew.
I don't know if that's them.
Did
They're
you?
Oh,
really-
that's not. Maybe that's what is it? Stax. Is that with
Maybe.
Donald Duck Dunn and all that kind of thing?
That was just a very famous group of musicians who played in a lot of the hits in 60s and 70s.
Right.
As session musos.
The new Stax records did the same thing.
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh no, all those record labels around the 60s were doing that. You know?
Yeah.
Chess, all those guys. Atlantic,
But
all
like the
in-house bands.
musos who played on those, there was a famous one called the Wrecking Crew
Right.
who played
Right.
anyway.
Okay.
It was the same thing. But anyway,
Wait, I had an important question here. You wanted to be... Oh, I went to uni. Did you meet many cool musos there that were great musos?
Yeah, heaps.
Cool.
was this straight out of school, like 18?
Yeah, straight from high school, straight
Wow.
to university.
Straight to Lismore.
Straight to Lismore.
muso
And did you
dude.
finish a bachelor in music?
I did, yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, majored in the bass performance.
Yeah.
Really?
Was quite a good bass player there for a little bit. when I practice, put my mind to it, I can
Yeah.
actually be quite good.
Good. It's funny
Wow.
what practice can do, hey?
Yeah, practice.
Seriously.
Practice.
That's a real
Practice.
hub though, isn't it? Like Lismore is quite, at least it is these days, like a good place to study music, right? There's like quite a,
Yeah, well, when I was there, there was some
think
great
so.
a
teachers
scene
there.
of dedicated people and stuff.
I hear mixed
Yeah.
reviews, but mostly good.
So Jim Kelly, the jazz guitarist, is there. Same with Dave Sanders, the drummer.
Oh, yeah?
Greg Lyon was there at some stage. He taught me. Also learned under a guy called George Ubershek, and he was cool.
Ubershek is a good last name.
It's a great last name.
Really good.
Great last name.
Bishek. Yeah, I didn't know you did a Bachelor of Music. I did that as well. But at QT Kelvin Grove.
Yeah, right. Is it a contemporary music course?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
So you can do like tech and performance
Exactly.
and composition and all that.
yeah, exactly.
you
It
know.
was just a mix of all.
Was
those.
yours contemporary? Or like-
Yeah. So you could major in either music tech and like
Cool.
production, so
Yeah.
live mixing and all that kind of thing.
I did the
Oh.
same as you. I majored in like guitar performance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's also there's performance. You pick an instrument, and then there's composition where they, teach you everything from jingles to
Yeah, right.
abstract classical.
Huh.
Yeah, great course. Definitely
Yeah.
worthwhile.
The Lismore one?
What's that?
The Lismore one. Definitely worth
Well,
it.
anything that's structured in the same way. I'm sure the Griffith one wasn't
Yeah.
too far away.
The con's starting
Yeah, it was
those
great.
from next year.
Good.
Starting the contemporary ones finally.
Yeah, good.
It's
Yeah,
great. Those
I
things are
think
great
it's
for the
good too.
the right people who are
Yeah.
in the right stage for that. It was good for me though. And then, did you move to Brizzy after that?
Yeah. So then from there. Oh, so that guy from high school, Nick Milnes,
Yeah.
he also came to that university to study composition. And so then we both moved to Brisbane to make a rock and roll band.
At about 20.
Classic.
21.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
after 3 years of
22
uni.
possibly. Yeah, somewhere I was probably around 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because being in those kinds of circles, like the just hyper music circles, you kind of just get tired of how heady music
Yeah.
can become.
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking about the best kind of music and stuff, and you're like, I just want to exercise some energy,
Yeah.
And so like rock and roll's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Just make some noise and write some simple songs.
Not overthink it.
Yeah.
Just write music that
So I
people
played
can
rock and roll
enjoy.
for a whole bunch of years.
Yay.
Yeah, wrote
With
some
Nick Milnes.
power pop with Nick Milnes.
Sweet.
In Brisbane.
Did you just
Yeah.
say power pop?
It's power pop.
Power pop.
Power pop.
Yep. Gotcha.
Loud guitars, up tempo,
Yeah.
but pop songs.
Just you and Nick Milnes? Or did you
I
find
know, but so we sourced a
drummer
drummer
too?
and a guitarist. Shout out to Andy Mitchelson and Todd Duncan.
What's up, Andy? Duncan?
Andy!
Don't
Zee.
go.
I used to call him Spandex as
Is
a band.
Duncan Spandex?
No, Andy was called Spandex.
Okay.
What
Why?
was the band called?
You ready? Race of the Harridan.
Oh, I remember that band.
You remember Race of the Harridan?
Race
Yeah.
of the Harridan.
Yeah, or Roth as an acronym.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
I even
Roth.
saw you guys play.
It's Roth.
Maybe,
all know
we
Roth.
played a lot
Saw you
for
guys
like
play.
5 years.
Yeah. I remember in the Highgate Mountain days, whatever that street's called.
Oh, Blakeney.
Were you
Oh,
still playing when you lived at
Blakeney.
Blakeney?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you
definitely.
would've.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like maybe there was a time. Fuck, I don't remember a lot
Yeah,
of
I
my
feel
life.
like I feel like that small time where we happened to live together.
Yeah,
I feel like we even came and watched you guys once.
that's what I'm saying.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Where do you think? West End, the Valley?
I feel like it was pretty grungy. Maybe garage, even in a garage. Did you ever play at Downstairs Conspiracy? It could have been at something like that.
Oh, surely they would have been too street for that.
No, but it was.
Played at the Motor Room.
Could have been.
Oh yeah, that could have been that.
I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe we should make a fresh track, fresh
Alright.
R&B track.
Sure.
Like I love this one, but I feel like we could even like.
Because it would be a fun time.
Well, yeah, I feel like we could even. This is song 1 of the set
Yeah.
for when we have our R&B band.
Yeah, has been a very R&B classic.
Oh yeah.
It's a real R&B classic. What makes it R&B is the tone,
Yeah.
the beats,
And it's just the feel. It's
and
the Mariah
vocals,
feel.
the lyrical genius.
It's the Celine Dion feel.
And it was a love song too.
Yeah.
A love song
And
helps
yeah,
the R&B
it's
vibes. Let's make this one a dedication to Sally Olds in Melbourne.
Sally Olds.
Thank you for all
She's
that you
cool.
are, Sally Olds.
Cool girl.
Sally Olds? Hang on, what's going on?
This next song is a
It's
dedication
dedicated
to Sally
her.
Olds
She's a
in
friend
Melbourne.
who lives in Melbourne.
Sally Olds.
And also, Nick, I always have the name Sally Olds kind of in the back of my head because I imagine
It's just one of those words.
how funny it would be to rename myself on Facebook and everything. Name myself one of my friends who I know and love, but I don't know really well. So, and then for me to change my name on Facebook and everything to somebody like Sally Olds, and then one day Sally will be like, "Why are you doing that?"
Why did
And
you
I'll be
change
like,
your name to my
You
name?
know what, Sally? I'm
Just
not
never
sure.
explain it.
I think for this exact moment of you asking me,
Yeah.
then I'd change it back. And that'll be a good time.
It's a very obscure type of humour.
Alright, here we go. Let's do it.
It's an R&B Bangalini.
Let's get some.
That's a very good start. You should
Yeah.
definitely
Sure?
do that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, do it. Yeah, I love that.
It's called Sally, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Sally
that's
Olds.
exactly. Ah, it's nice. It's tight.
Yeah, getting better. Sally Olds, she's a friend of mine. You know her name. Sally, she's a friend of mine.
Got a man is
Yeah.
looking for me.
Okay, ready? Yeah, beautiful.
Alright, maybe a little guitar, bass. Well,
Don't knock that.
What do you want? Some reverb, some vibrato? What are you feeling?
yeah, a little reverb. Why does it sound so bassy? Can I do a layer?
What's that?
Can I do another layer? You have to man you have to woman the loop pedal.
What key are you in?
I think I'm in A major again, like F minor. Oh, sorry, F sharp. Sally Olds.
That bass is really thumping, huh?
It is thumping.
Yo, what's up? Sally Old, she's a friend of mine. You know her name is Sally. She's a friend of mine. What? Hey, girl, what's up? What's up? Yeah. That's all I got. Let me try again. Clouds, 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 clouds. Clouds, 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 clouds. Clouds, clouds. You know what? I love clouds. You know what? I love clouds. You know what? What's up? I'll do some spoken word about my favorite flannelette shirt. Today I wear my flannelette shirt not on my arms and shoulders, but on my hips. It's tied around my hips, not because it's unwearable, as some may say, but I do not say, but because it became too warm once the sun hit me. This has been my favorite flannelette shirt for 3 years now. I scored it off a girl called Erica Goldsmith after she performed in it at a festival as a dancer. And I accidentally took it home. I'm sorry, Erica, but I thank you for the years of joy it's brought me. And over the 3 years, it has deteriorated very quickly. every time I put my flannelette shirt on, there are pieces that I need to pull off. I can pull them off. It's like a kangaroo stew when it's been cooking for 8 hours. That's what this flannelette shirt's like. Anyway, I still love it. I still wear it around my hips today, and later I will put it back around my shoulders. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put it on to respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Have you had any
Little view out the window
dreams?
there. Sorry, go on, Jay.
Have you had any good dreams lately, Nick? Do you remember your dreams very often?
Do I remember my dreams very often?
Yeah.
No. I usually wake up with a
Can I have that, Mickey?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I usually wake up with a feeling like, oh, that was a weird one, or I feel good after that one, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wake up feeling certain ways,
Yeah.
but otherwise, the last one I remember was the night before. Was a Monday night. I can remember this because it was before the show that I was planning for 4ZZZ.
Okay.
So it's this live music show, and I had booked a rapper called Ape Man.
8-Ball Aiken.
Ape Man.
Eight
Right.
man.
Ape as in monkey.
Ape man.
Ape Man.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had a dream about him. The show was being hosted in some abandoned hospital or something.
Wow.
Some sort of weird derelict white
That's very
space.
hip.
Chill.
Good place to chill. Good place to
Sounds
put on
very
a
chill.
community radio show.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the whole time I remember in the dream being really stressed about whether or not he'd find where we were performing. I had no idea whether I told him we were doing it at the hospital or not, but
You in the dream you were worried you'd be fine.
in the dream I was stressed
Uh-oh.
that is he gonna know how to get here? Like we're not at the station. Is he
Yeah.
gonna know how to get here? Will
Were
he
you
be here on
stressed in
time?
Real life?
No, not at all.
No.
And then when he does turn up, he's completely hairless. Like bald, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. And he's just wearing black skinny jeans. And he's in this manic state. And he kept talking about, I've got the new vision, man. I got the new vision. Like, sorry I'm late. Like, I'm all inspired and I had to get work done. And I just got this. And he just did this
Wow.
completely. Him and the guy who was going to be his DJ for the set just put on this really like this hardcore performance of New York hardcore, like this real
Yeah.
shouty, aggressive, thrashy thing.
Wait, is this a dream?
Yeah.
This is a dream.
It's all a
This is the last dream I remember.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
If it happened in real life, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah,
but,
this would be amazing.
not to be. Yeah, so they just put on this really heavy performance, totally out of character. And that's all I really remember. I just remember being in this weird white derelict space, which I think was a hospital, and being stressed about whether or not Ape Man was going to be able to find where to perform tonight.
Ape man, that's right.
And then Ape Man turns up and he's in a manic state, completely hairless, in black skinny
Strange.
jeans.
How did you know he was completely hairless? Like, was he?
Because I remember thinking oh, you've got no eyelashes either. Like,
Oh, wow.
there was this whole thing where I was just like, oh wow,
How
look
do you
at
even get rid of eyelashes?
Ouch. Sounds painful. How
Yeah, I remember that in the dreams, oh shit, you're really, all your hair's
You're
gone,
really
you've got no
literally hairless.
eyelashes.
Which
Yeah.
is sort of ironic because I feel like apes are not.
Yeah, you'd
apes are
think ape
synonymous
men
with
to be
being hairy.
more on the hairy side.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
an ape man.
There's probably a lot in that if you want to decode the dream, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on in Nick Ruel's head? You know?
Yeah, my subconscious had a lot to deal with that night. It
Yeah,
just
it really did. I can tell.
That's some
pulled it
deep
all
shit.
together in some weird dream.
Big hairless local rapper.
Yeah, hairless local rapper plays a hardcore set.
I mean, it makes no sense he would play hardcore set.
Yeah.
Then you do a rap set.
I don't know.
True.
I don't know. But that was the last one I had.
There you go.
Or last one I remember. But otherwise,
Okay.
you know, I wake up going, oh.
It's weird that your emotions remember it, but your thoughts cannot.
Yeah, I wake up
weird.
physically embodying the dream.
Do you know what
rather
happened the
than
other day?
Remembering.
I don't know if you guys have had this. It's one of the times when, like, because, you know, if you have, like, a nightmare and then you wake up, you know, and your life is like...
And you're still living it.
Well, no, you wake up and your life is, like, comparatively a dream. But I had this dream the other night where I fell in love in the dream.
Wow.
And then when I woke up, the first moment of being awake was like a nightmare because it was like,
Aww.
you know, like having
I'm not in
such
love.
profoundly, powerfully positive experience
Yeah.
in a dream. Once you wake up and realize that's not true, like you have this moment where real reality feels like the nightmare.
Wow. I do know that feeling. I remember
It's really
dreaming that I
messed
had a
up
baby.
feeling.
I remember I just had this baby and I love this.
Yeah.
I love this baby, and then
You can
I
totally
woke
swear.
up-
If you want to swear, don't.
oh, can I?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
thought I couldn't swear.
Man, I've had people come here and just drop bombs for an hour straight.
I could
Really?
drop a lot
I
of
said
bombs
anything,
if
so-
I was unrestricted.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great to
Yeah,
to
falling in
know.
love, even if it's with a baby, you know.
I didn't fall
gonna
in love
affect
with
you.
the baby.
Is that a bonsai tree?
Yeah.
Do you trim it?
Well, it's a bit too young to be trimmed at this point.
I'll
I have
take
trimmed
that
it
home
once.
with me.
So
For you.
true.
I won't trimmed it after I had it for.
Is-
Just recently, I had it
Is
for.
that?
What is it?
Please continue.
I trimmed it once and now I'm waiting for it to grow back in a robust sense before I trim it again.
Is that one of the few things that you get tangled up that is yours? Or is that not yours, really?
No, that's mine, and I do get a bit tangled up in it.
Can I have a sip of that beer?
Ever since someone dropped on me that, what if plants have a consciousness and you literally feet binding a plant and it's in pain,
Oof,
you know? And I was like,
that's
oh yeah,
horrible.
shit, that's a heavy thing to
It's a
contemplate.
horrible thought. What's the
possible.
black wire around it? Is that
Well,
a
that's
wire?
you can shape them, so the
Wow.
wire around it is where you direct its growth.
That's cool. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with it when you hit the road?
Well, it's a fig, so it's fairly hardy.
You're gonna bring it in your backpack?
No, I'm just gonna leave it here.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can take care of it if you want.
Do you
If you
like
want to
bonsai
come
trees?
around and give it a drink
All
once
right.
a week or whatever.
Maybe I'll visit it and give it love. Did you ever see that IKEA thing on YouTube where they put two plants in a school, like in glass
Oh yeah.
cubes or something, and one was the bully plant and one was the love plant, and all the kids had to go and constantly bully one plant and give compliments to the other plant, and the bullied plant died and the love plant flourished.
From like people bullying the plant.
Don't ask me if there was, some witch magic involved there, but that's
Yeah,
what it
it's like
showed.
if you
Could have
play-
been some witch magic.
If
That's
you
what
play
it
plants
shows, my
classical
friend.
music as they grow up, they grow really
I'm just saying
beautiful.
IKEA is a very credible source.
But if you play them like some not good music, they don't grow good.
What is not good music though? What is good music?
You know what is good music?
What?
This is good music.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Wow. Is this still that one where you're saying Sally underneath it?
Yeah, it's just like a...
Where's
Yeah,
your Sally word?
I just stripped the bass line and Mickey stopped playing and now we've just got that.
Oh, you can take off layers of loop.
Yeah, just by deleting them. So I can delete. Next one will be one of your guitar harmony lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just added
Holy
your
hell.
mix.
maybe not.
Wow.
Seems to be adding something.
Brings the bass back.
Why is the
Oh,
kick drum so pronounced? Is that just the djembe?
Yeah,
the- yeah,
it's the
yeah.
It sounds like a dank kick. Sounds like an 808. Not really.
Yep. It's true.
Just 808 busting through there.
Hey, so that's the hour.
Oh, wow, are you
Whoa.
kidding?
That's it.
That flew by.
That flew by.
I mean, we can keep going. I mean, who doesn't want to stop, looking at this?
I could have said I was barely even touching the surface of what I had to say.
I thought it was still in the intro.
Well, let's keep going.
Did we even welcome
that-
anyone yet?
What's that?
That
Did
means
we
it's
even
good.
say?
It's better than not having anything
G'day
to say.
guys, thanks for coming to
You've tuned
Brownsnake
into
Babblin.
102.1
We've This is
It's better than the opposite. Just being like, well, we have an hour. I don't have anything to say to these people.
Well, you know, we could totally just sit here and keep chewing, or I can get you both down onto the river.
Yes, let's do that.
All right, it's been grand. This is Babblin
Thank you so much.
Brownsnake.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so
We
much.
just do a real raw like this, and we just
Oh, there it
you know,
is. Is
like
it in? Is it out?
it's
What's
just
up?
it's
Come on.
it's the
Woo! Woo!
brown
Woo!
snake,
Woo!
brown snake.
Brownsnake.
It's all over.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. That's me. It's a portrait.
It is a big adventure. I'm going to the UK first. Yeah, just for a month. Yeah, and then when I come back, I'm just gonna move in with my brother down the south coast of New South Wales. Yeah, look for a job. Look for a job. Whatever, wherever, you know. Hey, what's up? Yeah. So Harry was telling me about how lovely Adelaide was the other day. I was like, well, maybe look for a job in Adelaide. Yeah. We get along. Yeah. It is a good thing. Otherwise I wouldn't be going there. Since we were both in the family house. So I know. 12 to 15 years. We'll do it. We'll get it done. It's older. It's definitely older. 4 years older? So maybe 36? One day.
60.
One day.
How close should we be to these microphones?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Just like talking distance.
Yeah, hand, yeah. It'll still pick you up, but if you want your full
So
self.
command the floor. Don't be that far back in general. Just be like,
Or you can bring the mic towards you.
bring it a little more.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be all me.
Things.
Is this one of the few things about this that you miss the most? Because
Yeah.
just this position is out. So,
Yeah. I sit there a hell of a lot. Love it. Think. Eat.
do you drink coffee?
Right. I drink a lot of coffee. No.
No, like beer or wine.
I drink that. Don't drink lots of milk though.